YouTube, what's up? Happy July 1st. This is your boy DJ Troy. I hope everybody is good. Hope everybody is having a blessed day. So let's get into the trending topics, and we're going to start off by shouting out to the one and only Misty Copeland. If you guys don't know who she is, please YouTube her. She has become the first black principal dancer at the American Ballet Theater, okay? And for those people who have watched ballets over the years, most of the participants are white, okay? So this is a huge accomplishment for Misty Copeland. There was a movie called Black Swan, and it was starred by all white actors, okay? And it was ballet. So shout outs to Misty Copeland. Another person that I have to shout out to is by the name of Mr. Bobby Bonilla. Okay, so if anybody again don't know who Bobby Bonilla is, check on YouTube, check on on Google search, and you'll find out. What Bobby Bonilla did is that back in 1999, he had a buyout contract with the Mets for $5.9 million. At the time, Bobby Bonilla and his agents decided to get into some sort of agreements with the New York Mets. And the agreement stated that from every year, starting from 2011 on July 1st, he would receive $1.2 million. Okay, so every year, Bobby Bonilla gets a check for $1.2 million until 2035. Can somebody say winning? Okay, so his payment is deferred. So every year, $1.2 million until 2035. That ends up being over $40 million. Okay, it was a bad contract by the Mets, but the people who was working with Bobby Bonilla at the time was extremely smart. And that means that for the rest of his life, at least for the next, not for the rest of his life, at least for the next 20-something years, he will be receiving $1.2 million. His family is secured, their education is secured. People, this is how you do business, okay? This means that this guy was extremely smart for doing this, okay? It was a great business decision. It was a wonderful idea. And, Bobby Bonilla, July 1st, he's going to be collecting $1.2 million today. And this is until 2030. Can somebody say winning and winning and more winning? Okay? Now, moving on to the one and only Mr. Donald Trump. What can I say about Donald Trump that Donald Trump hasn't done for himself? Okay? Now, Macy's has decided to drop Donald Trump. NBC has decided to drop Donald Trump and the beauty pageant that he co-owns. It's just he has been losing all over the place. Everybody that's involved in a business decision with Donald Trump right now is trying to figure out a way to get out of it. Okay? I do not know who are the advisors for Donald Trump. This is just so bizarre to me. Okay? Most politicians are busy trying to save themselves. They're trying to not offend. They're trying to draw people together. Donald Trump has used some of the most divisive language, dividing people all over. Okay, I don't know who is Donald Trump's advisor. I don't know who is his speech. I don't know who is in Donald Trump's corner. I don't know, people. It's just totally bizarre, totally strange that a man who has been in business for so long, that a man who lives in New York City, for crying out loud, could be so divisive. Okay, so divisive of disrespecting Mexicans, disrespecting everybody across the board. Okay, so Macy's is gone, NBC's is gone. Over this his bid for becoming president, he has lost millions of dollars. Okay, based on his foolishness. So I don't understand. I'm like lost for words right now of how can a presidential candidate be so crazy enough to state some of the things that Donald Trump has stated about Mexicans, about gays. And I'm like, Donald, for those people who are watching my videos now, okay, let me just sidetrack for a minute, okay? There are a couple of groups that you don't talk about, okay? Number one, on the not in the order that I'm gonna say it, but these are like the groups that you try to avoid having to talk about, okay? The first groups, okay, are gays and lesbian, Prophet Muhammad, blacks, okay, the handicap, all right? Those groups you don't talk about, and you try your best not to disrespect if you're trying to do something for the public. Because if you do, you're going to get into a lot of trouble, all right? So, Donald Trump, you have violated you have violated the first rule of public relations. I don't know. Now, moving on to Governor Chris Christie of New Jersey, he has decided that he's going to run for president. Okay? It will be a miracle, okay, if Governor Christie wins something in the runoff election. He is a wonderful guy. He is a great politician. I respect him, okay? My family respects him, okay? And if it was, a couple of years ago, we would have, people would have voted for him, okay? But Governor Christie delayed and delayed and delayed, okay? Listen, people, another advice. Sorry to keep sidetracking. If you have something to do, do it and get on with yourself. Don't waste time, okay? Governor Christie and his political advisors, they really messed him up because he should have already has his hat in the race already talking, okay? Now he's going to come out saying that he wants to run for president in such a crowded Republican fields. Republicans, I'm sorry, okay? You guys have just made it bad for yourselves, okay, for 2016. I'm sorry to say it, okay? You have Donald Trump running around like a madman, okay? Then you have, all of these different people like Ted Cruz who are coming so far from the left that you're wondering, like, what is going on, okay? So you guys have to regroup again for the next election. You guys have to start thinking about 2020 because 2016 is already sealed in the bag, okay? The Democrats has already won, okay? Hillary Clinton has already won unless she does something crazy, all right? Because from what I'm seeing, it's like the Republicans, with all the crazies that they have running around with the alliance with the Tea Party, they have shot themselves in the foot so badly, okay? And to all my viewers, please comment, tell me if I'm talking crazy, all right? Tell me if I'm talking crazy. Please do, okay? Because from where I'm standing, it's just been like, what are the Republicans really doing right now? What are they doing to themselves? It's just insanity. Now, moving on to Mr. Jim Carrey. For those people who don't know Jim Carrey, you're joking with yourself, okay? Greatest comedian, greatest actor, a bunch of movies out there. Now, Jim Carrey has called the governor of California a corporate fascist because he said that everybody, should be vaccinated, or kids should be vaccinated For those who don't know the history of Jim Carrey was in a long-term relationship with the beautiful, gorgeous actress, modeler, blogger, TV host Jenny McCarthy. And Jenny McCarthy have a son who suffers from autism, and she believes that the vaccination that he received as a child has a direct link to his autism. Okay, and I think she had stopped, vaccinated him, and he became better. That I don't know a lot about. But anyway, because of this, Jim Carrey himself, picked up the fight, for kids not being vaccinated. Okay, so this is her. Jim Carrey came out on a Twitter rant and basically called the governor of California a fascist corporate, and just going crazy. So I don't know much about the vaccination that's been given out to this generation. I know so far, I was fully vaccinated, and I think that I'm okay. I'm not fully aware of any side effects of the vaccinations that I had as a kid. Me now being a father also makes me wonder about the vaccination that my child would be getting. So it's rant about vaccination, I think, is warranted. So, we as people have to make sure that we check out the things that we're giving our children. I mean, the physicians recommend it, and for the most part, most of society seems a little bit normal based on the vaccination that they've been getting. And, even that statement is, a little bit loaded because, society as a whole isn't that normal. Okay? So I wish Jim Carrey and the governor the very best. Moving on to sports now. Mr. Kawhi Leonard has re-signed with the Spurs, San Antonio Spurs rather, and he has signed a contract for $90 million for 5 years, which is awesome. It's a great investment because Mr. Leonard is a wonderful player, and he continues to be very good for the San Antonio Spurs. And we don't know if Mr. Tim, Duncan is going to be back. Okay, but Tim Duncan has, produced so much for the Spurs already, and having Kawhi Leonard is going to be a great asset to the Spurs team. So wishing the Spurs the very best. And right now in the NBA also too is free agency. So anybody who is free to sign could go wherever they want. LeBron James surprisingly is a free agent, but we know that he's going to be back with Cleveland, and hopefully next year he's going to be able to win a championship, bring a championship home, because you still have to face that problem called the Golden State Warriors. So best of luck to all the players. Let them do what they got to do, make their money. They're winning, have a good life. Be blessed. Now, I would finally like to end on some music. A lot of artists has been getting into a lot of problems. One artist who was on the XXL freshman cover, Mr. Kid, was supposed to perform at the Best Buy Theater in New York City. Before he was supposed to go and perform, he was arrested. And it was like, wow, okay? These artists have to understand that the music business and badness don't mix. Continue to show your boy DJ Troy some love. Continue to subscribe, continue to like, continue to share. You know what I'm saying? Continue to just give me the support, and I'm going to try my best to always give you good, fair, and intelligent content, and even at times make you laugh. All right, folks? So this is your boy, the one and only DJ Troy. I have a whole lot of things coming for you guys soon. Pray that your boy be able to do what he got to do. And I'm not going to end my video without saying my favorite sayings. The things that I talk about are critical, yes, They're important to some people. But what is critical to you is that you take care of your family, take care of the people that is watching your back, take care of the people who are sleeping next to you at night. Don't be so caught up with Jay-Z latest album and your daughter doesn't have a proper meal. Okay, don't spend 15 hours in front of the computer watching Beyonce or Taylor Swift, okay, and you need to take a shower, you need to go get your hair cut. You know, take care of your priorities and keep entertainment, keep the news media, keep everybody in their spots, okay? We need you, the viewers, but what's important to me is that you take care of your responsibility, all right? So this is your boy, DJ Troy. Peace out. Yeah.